I'm just like, every time I do that, I'm like,
Guys, do it one more time for the camera.
okay. So, sorry, actually, let's do it. So then I go up, in, down, open. Yep. Or, you can go under. And under is absolutely my favorite, but I know this is like that cross face, so that's why I put the cross face. So again, I'm here, and I'm in, and I come up, I go here, and I go here, and then I go through. Okay. Now I can get an arm sweep. Gotcha. So it goes into the armpit, and then I take my head through at the same time. So this one comes up, this one comes down. There you go.
Alright, this hand, and boom. And this one, I forget. This one goes.
Other way. Which way am I pushing? I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Go that way.
No, this way.
There it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's try that again.
So take your leg and go out.
Alright. This one goes out.
All the way. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Or you can do the duck under. So the same setup, you get it, okay? And then this hand goes into my armpit, and you push exactly the same way. Step out the same way, step out the same way.
Yeah, I kind of like the first one. It seems more foolproof. Less room for error.
So if you lock in on me,
Okay.
yep, over here. Now I go in, I hold, I'm in.
Gotcha.
It's that action.
Alright.
It really gets you. But that's practice makes perfect. And on your Wave Master, you can put little pool noodles and practice those little slips.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the other thing that you can do is right here. Take that middle hand, the underhand, okay,
This one?
into the body. So you're going to turn your glove and you're going to create the space here.
Yeah.
Now, when you're here, you're going to take this foot, come forward, and then step back really, really fast and push out.
So from here and then here?
Yep. See how you just created that sweep?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm here.
So you're here. And I'm
Grab it
there.
in, grab it in. No, you want it there before you do that. You want to try it, so punch me. Down here, I'm up, and then you put that up here. And then I lock down, and I go.
Okay.
And I can push out here. So I want this in before I try. And then I just go. And the way that that one was taught to me was, if you please, sir, there's the door. Right here, right here, right here, there it is. And then, even if you don't get all the way,
Yeah.
you still got that openness.
Yeah.
And then that hand is free to slide out and you can keep pushing on. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This lesson was brought to you by the letter H and the number 7. But yeah, Joey does love the clutch. The thing that I'm working on with it right now is to knock like rage out of the corner. I want him to step out of the corner, but that's usually his home right here. He's usually right about here. Okay. And he's gotten into the habit of like doing this and then lunging out like that. And I'm just like, back you go.
You know, he would come in and I was able to outbox him, outstand of him, and then he's screaming like, oh my God, get him off of me. I could hear her on the other side. She's like, don't be baby. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Oh, we're going. Okay.
Break?
Yeah.
Up.
Until a little
Here's your water.
Grab some water.
recover a little.
You want that water.
Damn it.
One, two, three, four, five, six,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
7.
How old are you?
40.
40. You got 12 years on you. He's got 15. 7.
My scale says I'm 30 though. I got one of those scales that will do your age based on your body composition.
Oh, really? I would love to try that.
After we get our house cleaned up, I'll have you guys over.
Sound good.
We're doing like a full internal remodel because
My floors have been in the middle of being done for almost a year now.
so we brought in all the plants from outside. So we're rearranging the furniture and everything is everywhere right now.
Your house is a pile of crap and stuff everywhere.
I would invite you guys up, but there's not even like I have to walk in like.
That's fine.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go. Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, if it's gonna be like this, I'm gonna
Practice.
practice."
Obstacle course.
Yeah, Wade, 2 days ago, I crept back up to like 185. So.
Dr. King used to be like, "You're gonna lose more weight? What weight? What are you gonna lose?" And I'm like, "Oh, actually, this is still pretty fat." That is 140. This is 50, 55, 60. I haven't stepped on the scale for a while.
July was 178. That's the lightest I've been since I was doing marathons.
I'm holding tight at 105.
But I felt good. I wanted to try and come in. I stayed at 180 for the longest time because I like the way I felt there, 178, 180. I'd like to come in about 174. I'm not trying to hit a particular weight, but just, well, as long as my cardio is peak and I don't lose a whole lot of power, you know, and I think 174, 175, I still be hanging tight.
I was 98 pounds when I married him. 3 kids, I put on, well, I was 162 after my first.
Yeah. My wife was upset that she's so thin, and I'm just like, "Ray, there's nothing wrong with it." And she's like, "I should be," and I'm like, "Should is a theoretical concept."
Right, should be, defined should be.
According to who? Right?
Like
Is she a healthy weight? Then that's what's important. You know, I mean, if her cholesterol is good and
I
you
think
know,
if she had 10 meals a day and sat on the couch and did nothing but eat and sleep, I think she might hit 110. Might.
I look forward to meeting her in real life.
I think you have at the retirement party. Did you guys meet?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I remember meeting her. Yeah,
I don't remember. I have, because of my head injury, sometimes my short-term stuff.
I have a friend who was also hit by a vehicle, and he got half of his skull torn off, and he's got the same issue. So when you were saying that, I was like, I know exactly how to talk to you. I have the experience.
Yeah, I'm pretty. These things help me stay into like a lot. I've noticed a big difference since I started wearing them, because I used to be like, we'd go to a restaurant and order food, and they'd bring the food, and I'd be like, what is this? Like, I don't even remember ordering this, you know, but I did, you know, so, yeah, it's not fun. Luckily, it wasn't have my face falling off, I just bit through my lip, messed up my teeth. And have some short-term memory issues.
Basically, this section of his head was missing. The person hit him in a residential. He was in a crosswalk. They were going like 40. They hit him, and he went out. I think he hit the curb, and the curb is what smashed it in. I'll have to like talk to him and verify all this, but yeah, he was a really, really cool guy. He was actually one of the. When I called up people and I was like, hey, I need help getting this cookie drive going, he was the first person to be like, bro, I'm in. What do I do? And I was like, you didn't even hear the whole thing. It's like, that's what brothers do. You need help, I'm here. And I'm like,
She went, she was about where she is from me now when she got hit. She flew over and landed just past where the wall is. She had like blood bubbling coming out of her mouth and her, but I was relieved that she was breathing.
yeah.
You know.
And that's the bubbling part, but damn.
And then I blew their socks off in the hospital. I was like, I don't want your medicine. They were like, what? Like, you just hit your head. You need to settle in. You're going to be here about 2 weeks. I was like, nah, I'm not settling in. And you don't give me that crap. I know what it does. I brought in my oils, and instead of being there 2 weeks, I was out in 4 days. Their heads were spinning. Their doctors were like, how are you here? And like, how are you not using our medicine? And you're like recovering like miraculously. I'm like, there's power in oils, and you know, I don't use chemicals on my body, so.
After this fight, I was gonna say this fight right here, I was 65, 70 pounds, something like that. There's no way he was 165, 100. Whatever weight he said he was, bullshit. I don't believe a word of it.
Like he was lighter.
It was so much heavier.
Heavier.
Oh my god. So the first kick that happened, you said you're how heavy?
Right now I'm 185.
185. When he kicked me and it came in, it went bang! And he was barely throwing it. It was one of those like, he went like that. And the push that happened, I was like, what the? And I was like, I don't know how heavy you are, but I ain't taking too many of those. But after that fight, I had already injured my leg, and I ended up going to the hospital. And I was like, I just need something for the pain. And they were like, okay, cool. They put me on Stroxia, which is outside of the United States ibuprofen. And then every single B vitamin that exists, individually. So I had to take 12 different tablets 6 times a day. Swelling went down, my bone density increased. And I got to the point where I could walk again. And I was like, why don't you guys give me any pain meds? And they're like, because B vitamins are pain meds. I don't know, like, what do you want? And I was like, I don't know what I want, I'm just confused. Like, normally in the United States, they give you like Lortab and Oxycontin, and they're like, have fun. And they're like, yeah, I mean, we could,
yeah.
but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you heroin. And I was like, I don't want heroin.
They gave me morphine to sleep. That was the only thing that I let them give me, and that was because I needed to go to sleep. And my brain was like, what the heck just happened to me? You know, like, I'm laying here in this bed. I hate medicine. You know, the worst, but you know, I was more scared of the medicine than I was the injuries I sustained. You know, I was like, no. But yeah, it was an interesting adventure because I was able to test the theories that I had, you know, learned, and that plant-based medicine is far superior to pharmaceuticals. Yeah,
I won't argue the point on that. There are times for it, but I think it's severely overused.
I mean, of course, thank God they could knock me out to operate, you know, that was necessary, but all the other ancillary stuff was completely unnecessary.
1 minute 20? Alright, then we'll go into the next one.
I'm trying to do the things you showed me. I couldn't do it. Good.
One spinning back fist. That's all it takes. My offense will become my defense real fast when those happen. Because I can't give you that space. The moment that one of those happens, you close the gap. So I come in with a check, and then I'm here, spinning back fist, and that's fine. I'm right here. I'm gonna elbow your elbow, and then I just. So when you have something like that, you have me where I'm at that section, and you can get that step through here like that. Take this foot and come through.
You mean like all the way here?
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
That way, I don't think about this coming.
So I get here.
Yeah, and then this guy follows, so you can see it.
Okay.
Always have two. So if I'm in like this, and I come off and I go, now you're like, what the hell? And then this comes through after.
Yeah.
Then you can follow with the right.
And that gives me the space to come through, boom, 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 or whatever. But you can push too. So if I'm in, I come in and I go. See how I brought it in and then out. Push. Instead of whip, push. That way it's hidden. You won't see it coming. Push, push. Like punch out here.
I don't understand.
Let your hip take the pivot and punch out. So I come in and I go boom, and then I punch here, and then that just comes through. I'm punching here, away from your body. So take a step. Punch. Slow down, slow down. Breathe in, keep here. Turn, punch out now. And then it comes.
Okay, so it's not even out. I think that's not being advertised. So you're like, good. Are you still doing the foot thing? Like here?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I come in, I'm taking it. Okay.
That's broken down into 3 steps. But yeah, you get the
Yeah.
idea. And even if I don't do the step, I just come through here.
Wait. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Huh. Hold around.
Dang, man.
Where's your block, honey? You're not blocking at all. You're just keeping your hands down. You gotta get them hands. You gotta get them hands up.
Thank you.
I mean, you're trying to still punch instead of blocking, and it's a pace.
It has less to do with his hands and more to do with how he's punching. You're coming from your shoulders. I'm coming from my elbows.
I see.
But he still doesn't block enough. He doesn't block enough.
So the issue when he's blocking, he's doing throw consecutive punches, stay out of range right there. If you're doing this, see how the shoulders are? Eventually, this starts happening. And they come down because you want to block from your elbow.
Right, but he's not trying to block. He's trying to punch through your punch.
But what's happening to him is, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
See? But that's the difference. I'm doing this. He's
But see,
doing
this is
this.
what but see how I didn't block? I was just I was,
Did you notice how you got turned up?
yes.
That's what I'm looking for. I want that turn so that I can get that kick in to go through. So when I
I
do
didn't
the
wear my
right,
sparring clothes or I jumped into Luke with you.
no worries. So what's happening is I'm coming in and that's what I'm looking for. It doesn't really matter what
But
he's.
see, he did block better, so instead of trying to punch through your punch, he was guarding.
But I still got what I wanted.
Well, if you'll notice, the first 10 seconds every time he comes in, I am successfully blocking. But then I get a hold of him and I'm trying to stop an arm. He gets it out, and then I can't get it back up before he's hit me 30 more times.
And then this happens. One more. I'm coming in, I go. That's the moment that it really changes, because I've got him right here.
And see, now I'm this one, I can get over here, but I'm
And then I
getting
come
jacked
over here, and then I'm
He's
just
getting
constantly
off.
pivoting.
He's getting off of my line.
He's not doing anything that.
I haven't encountered anybody that does that. I know how to fight Morris, I know how to fight others. I mean, you go down the line, I know where everybody's holes are. And I'm like, you know, how's Frank do what he does? What's he gonna be like? Now I see, they're just a next level. It's like I just, because when I punch, well, I try to punch, well, I don't try, I punch aggressively out of habit. I train aggressively.
And it's that long punch that helps me out, because when you have that range punch, you're coming all the way through like that, and you're using that shoulder like baseball style. And you're going, hey. That's a good punch, don't get me wrong. But I can do the same punch this way. And I'm just coming from the elbow and letting the snap take it. So it's a different technique. And I keep in more. So when he throws that big guy, I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and I'm through, and I'm back out while he's coming through with that counter. And then I'm here, and you'll see it better in the video, I'm sure. But he's not making any mistake that I would not expect. And I don't mean that in a rude way.
No, your formula is based on that being a common counter.
And I'm using tactics.
Yeah.
So based on who I'm sparring, who I'm fighting, I will change round to round, I will change moment to moment. You'll notice that sometimes I'm up here like this, sometimes I'm here like this, sometimes I'm here like this. How my hands are, how my feet are, how much I'm kicking, how much I'm jumping. That changes person to person. Just because I've noticed that when I jump for you, you wonder what the next move is. I get your mind going, next move is what? I don't know what's going on. And then I don't have to do anything. I can just go. And then come back and...
Yeah.
So that in itself is a tactic. And that's no criticism. That's just one of those, like, certain people have certain, like...
Yeah, I don't... You never heard about, I'm not under the impression I'm good at this.
You're actually pretty good.
But I mean, I'm new to this, so I'm not going to be offended. Yeah, I'm listening to everything you're saying.
You're causing me to change tactics frequently. So that's there are people that I can just drop my hands and just be like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. This is fun. Okay. Oh, hey, look at you. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Out, or we want to make sure that none of us have a thumbtack sticking in our foot. There it is.
What is this?
Add out.
Like a roller wheel through your, when you do the ab stretch with a big wheel.
See, I do that on my yoga trapeze, but I don't go so low at this point. With my yoga trapeze, I'll lean into it. But
You can do that on your knees. You can go out as far as you can, all that kind of stuff. But you use the ab, not the arm. So you go out to a certain
yeah,
point, and then you
in
go.
my hips.
Use the arm. Sorry. So when I say use the ab, not the arm, I mean use it. So when you go out, you go to here, and then you use the ab. You're just doing like a plank. Instead of this, because that's your lat. If you want to get the lat, that's how you would get the lat.
Yeah, I love my yoga trapeze because I can do a lot of those. Are you familiar with yoga trapeze?
And when I don't watch much one. I love Glory. I like the big European and the Middle Eastern dudes because I can move like they do. And I don't watch, like I start out at like welterweight and go up. Because I just can't relate, you know, little 130, little 140 pound dude, you know, they're like, chow, you know, chow, 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 chow. It's like, I can't do that. You know?
So one now has a full Muay Thai heavyweight division.
Wow.
Yeah, the dudes are like 210.
I just want to see a 210 Muay
Those
Thai
boys,
guy.
when they kick,
Yeah.
god damn.
That's like Trevor. How big is Trevor?
210, 215. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all never crossed paths because he was at Lake Norman well, he might have been in, he was probably in the desert when you were in Thailand. And
Does he like to sing?
No, he's not really a social person.
yeah, he's a nice guy, super nice guy. He's 45, 6'1", about 210, 215. He's a little unorthodox, like the Kings would eat him up on, oh, he hit, but he can kick harder than anyone else in the room. And at 6'1", he has like a 78-inch reach. Mm-hmm. So he's got the reach of like a guy who's 6'4". And he's the only person, I'm not saying you couldn't, but he's the only person I've sparred with that can hurt me at will. I mean, you probably could too, your experience. But like anyone else, it's like, turn it up. Like they're afraid to kick me. It's like, no, son, kick me in the middle. I catch your kick. But with him, it was like, I need for you to
He's up.
come off that a little bit.
And I am still kind of feeling it out a little bit, but
Yeah.
I've eased in a little bit more. I'm kicking a little bit more denser than I was.
Yeah.
When I first started, I was definitely coming in, touching, just seeing what the level was.
And I'm not,
No, I hear you.
I'm not daring you to blast me because I know that you could. The only point I was making about him is, I'd love to see, solely Muay Thai guys because the kickboxing is a little dry because they don't do a lot of knee and a lot of clinch work, but they move like I move, and it sort of reinforces some of my bad habits of, I'm never going to get to do in the ring because of all the testing required at my age. But for points sparring, power's kind of, it's nice, but you can't really, you can light them up once just so they're a little scared of you, but then you got to back off for the rest of the round or they'll call you on it. So it's kind of useless.
And I have to get most of that testing done too now.
Oh yeah, 40. At your age, you have to get blood work, you have to get the eye exam, you have to get a physical. You probably have to get a EKG or a stress test, and it has to be done by an ND. It can't be done by an intern or a nurse practitioner, so you have to be careful which. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I got on the card.
Yeah, I got to get a CT as well.
Yeah. So at my age, I'd have to get an MRI in addition to that, an EEG. I'd have to have it approved and be checked out by what is it Lex used to get, the doctor,
the neurologist.
Yeah, because they would expect me to drop dead in the ring. And I don't have, there's no one.
Go to Thailand.
Well, see, because the doctors all want theirs cut. The doctors are looking for ways to
I get it, but
the system.
Well, no, I will say this. In this particular case, it is not the doctors. In just this one case, it's not the doctors. It's way worse than that.
Oh, yeah?
It's the insurance companies.
Oh, yeah.
Because the promoters have to get insurance for all of the fighters. When you go into the ring, if something happens to you, you are covered by that promotion.
Oh, okay.
yeah, in fact, a lot of the UFC guys, you could relate to a lot of the UFC guys, they'll go in with injuries because they know that if they can just guard it during the fight, they can say claim it happened during the fight and they get it fixed for free.
Which is why they now have the physical beforehand.
So that pre-existing conditions.
Yeah. Because they go in with a broke finger or.
The collusion is there though. Everybody's going to get their cut.
It's a dirty game by nature. That's what Master King said when they left, or a lot of when he was really into it, they would poison. You had to hire people to watch your water bottles because they'd slip you a Mickey. So you'd lose the match because, 100 guys around the ring had money up on or against you.
Yep.
I'm like, dang, man.
So this fight, this one, same fight. I won that fight. Just as I won with that flying knee, I did no such thing. I did win with the knee. It was a knee, but it wasn't that knee. So after I won that fight, I was walking to go pay my phone bill, so my internet bill and all that fun stuff, they were kind of linked together. Not in the same, so I had two different companies because I got a really good deal on my cell phone, and I got a really good student deal on my internet, and they were different companies, and I was like, I'm not merging that and losing that deal.
Right.
But I had to go to Maya, which is essentially from here to Huntington. From here to Charlotte. And if you walked it, it was a good hour and a half plus there, hour and a half back. And I'm like, okay, it's a long day. Just won my fight, but everybody's got to come home. Everybody's got to be normal. Got to go pay my phone bill. So I'm walking, and a tuk-tuk driver pulls up next to me. Hey, Justin Chapman, Muay Thai Gym, how are you? Where are you going? I'm good, man. I'm good. No, where are you going? I'm going all the way to Maya. I just gotta do some stuff at the mall. Hop in. I can't afford it. I didn't ask for money. Hop in. We're not asking for money.
Yeah. Where you want to take me?
Am I gonna die? You only live once. I got in. He took me to Maya. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'll see you. And he's like, I wait for you. And I'm like, bro, I gotta pay my phone bill. I'm gonna have to take a number. It could be like 3 hours. And he goes, don't worry, I wait for you. Okay. I'm in there. It's 2.5 hours. I come back out. The dude left and picked up his kid, came back. And I'm like, who's this? He's like, oh, it's my son. School got out, so I picked him up. Told him that we were gonna come pick up the famous Justin Chapman Muay Thai Gym. And I'm like, okay. Gives me a ride back to where he picked me up. He never asked for a penny. For 1 solid month, every tuk-tuk driver that saw me in the old city gave me a free ride. And I'm like, who made money off of me that hard that I got free rides? I didn't fight the next month. So I didn't have another fight. And I kind of got used to the rides. And there was a guy that waited outside of my guest house every day. And I was like, okay, I was like, hey, I'm going to AUA. And he goes, 150 back. And I was like, I'll walk, thanks. But yeah. And I used the privilege. But I didn't abuse it because they were the ones stopping.
Right.
It's not like the one guy, because every day he was like, I'll take you to your language class. You knew where I was going. You didn't have to ask. Yeah, 1 solid month. And I'm like, who made that much?
So you had favorites. You became a favorite.
Some local gang boss on the side of on the.
Make sure nothing happens to him.
Yeah.
You probably had secret bodyguards and didn't even know it.
I probably did. So that's another fun story. I got 50 seconds for this story. I was outside Yellow, Zoe and Yellow. It's a collection of bars. So think Brickyard or Brookdale. But it's all bars. There are no extra shops, just bars. Down that main street, and then it like tees out. And then there are restaurants in the front section. I was waiting for some foreign guys. There was like a guardrail right here, the road right here, and the sidewalk. And I had to walk this way, and then I got to the guardrail, and they were just standing right here. And I was like, I could turn around and walk all the way around and go back, but I'll just wait, no big deal. And then they turn and they go, "Fuck do you want? I'll knock you out." And I was like, I'm just waiting to walk past, man. I'm not trying to cause problems. You guys were busy. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cause problems. The guy goes, "You better watch yourself." And he picks me up and dumps me over the guardrail, and I land on a Ferrari, Maserati. I'm not entirely sure, but it was definitely a car that you could buy several homes in the United States with.
Right.
And I land, and I look at the car, and I'm like, we don't have cars like this in the old city. everyone's got a motorcycle. Oh shit. And as I'm like trying to get off the car without scratching it or doing it, I kind of sit up and I'm looking, and then I just see this mountain of a Thai stand up inside the restaurant, and he's wearing a business suit. And I'm just like, oh, god damn it. Been nice knowing you. I don't know who I'm praying to at this point, but whoever's listening.
What are you?
I'm not Muslim, I'm Buddhist, but here we go, whatever. Somebody's got Vishnu, I don't care. Somebody. And guy comes around the guardrail and he grabs me and he picks me up like I'm a child. And he sets me down, he starts dusting me off, and he goes, "Are you okay?" Perfect English. No accent, no nothing. And I'm like, oh, this just got worse. I'm good. I'm really sorry about the car. He's like, I saw the whole thing. And then he looks in the restaurant, and this older gentleman, very clearly tied, but very old, looks over and he goes, "Come with me." And I'm like, and as I'm walking around, 5 cops get on their motorcycles and drive away. And I'm like, oh god, it's even worse than I thought. Oh jeez. Okay. And I come around the corner with him, and he walks up to the 2 very, very, very tall foreign dudes, and he goes, "I think you owe this gentleman an apology." And they said, "Fuck you." And he went, BAM! Smashed their heads in, reached in their pockets, took out their wallets, emptied their money, handed me the money, and he said, "You have a good night, we'll handle it from here." And I was like, nope, not even. That is, I am a brave person. I will hop in the ring with a perfect stranger and fight. I am not messing around with a guy that, without question, slams 2 people's heads together, robs them under security cameras. Police have just fled. That's not me. Like, I'm not dying for anybody. Like that. So, and I bought everyone drinks with that money.
Wow. That's an awesome story. I mean, that's pretty exciting. That's like some movie stuff right there.
Dude, it's an exciting story to tell. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was fucking horrible to live through.
Yeah.
Like when he picked me up, and I was just like, whee! Whoa! Like, make you 6'9", solid muscle and Thai, in a business suit, sunglasses at night, just picks me up.
Puts you down and wipes you off.
You okay, man? You okay? I don't know. Saw the whole thing. Don't worry about it. Come with me. And I'm like, whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. I'm not here for trouble. I'm not here for trouble. Nothing. I don't. The sound of their heads clapping together stopped me. Like, the clap happened and then the sidewalk cleared. And I was just like, and then he's emptying the wallet. He goes, whatever. I'm not gonna be like, no, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I don't want your blood money. I have morals.
No, you take what someone's putting in your face when they that move. You're like, thank you, sir.
And it wasn't a question. The look on his face was, this is now yours.
Yeah. They owed you this. Yeah.
Wow.
And I watched him take their IDs out and put it in his pocket. So I'm like, okay. I didn't hear anything on the news about it, but
Probably would.
no, I mean, 2 foreigners disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, Thailand's not exactly like even Atlanta or New York.
Yeah. 2 foreigners went missing in New York. The city is in shambles, searching for these 2. No.
Yeah, no one's looking for you.
Wow.
That's not the best story, though. The best story is the drunk dude. Songkran is the Thai New Year festival, the April one. He got just shit-faced drunk. And he started fighting a car. Like, this one actually did make the news because he damaged the car. He got tree branches, he was beating on the car, he broke windows, scratched the paint, and they wanted 3,000 baht. He's like, I don't have 3,000 baht. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, you're thinking 3,000 US. You probably don't have 3,000 US. 3,000 baht is like 200 bucks. Like, I'm pretty sure you got that. And if you don't have 200 bucks on your vacation to Thailand,
Why are you there?
like,
That's bad plan.
and if you're gonna risk Thai prison over $200, and he wanted the U.S. Embassy to step in, and the U.S. Embassy was like, did you beat up the car? Is that not you on the footage? Because they have CCTV everywhere. Like, they know if you commit a crime and they want to follow you, they're going to follow you.
Yeah, and they don't need a person to do it. They just have cameras.
And they'll just watch the camera and you
Yeah.
walk around the corner and you go. They tracked a dude down that stole pillows from a guest house.
Wow, that's impressive.
It wasn't. They just watched the CCTV and he was just like, okay, cool. Went to his van, went to sleep. And the thing about it was the owner of the guest house was like, we would have just given you the pillows. Like, you didn't have to steal them. Now you're going to prison. Like, I get it. You're living in your car. You know, everyone needs a pillow. You had money for pillows. When they went missing, we thought it was a foreigner being a jerk. That happens all the time. At my guest house, there was a lady that took a dump in the stairwell. She came off the street, in, squatted in the stairs, took a full dump, big, hefty dump, and then just pulled up her pants and left. And everyone was like, why? Like,
Go to the bathroom.
seriously, like, no one's going to be like, no, you can't use the bathroom. But she was Chinese, and apparently that is a thing in China. Like, you can't use public restrooms. There are no public restrooms. So you'll find, like, piles of poop in the road. I've never been to China. I can't say that for 100% certain. But the Thais that I talk to, they're like, man, that's what they do. Hey, that sounds fun.
Sounds like something they do in America, though. I mean, the homeless people, especially ones messed up on drugs.
Sorry, mosquito. There's been a mosquito in here, like, biting me all day. Remember at the beginning, I was like, dude, you get that mosquito that keeps biting me. I saw it and I was like, oh, and it was flying this way, and I'm like, no, it's fine. Just wanted to. So if you see me do that, that's what I'm doing. Like, even in the middle of the spar, I might be like,
Yeah, get them.
you want to go another couple rounds or?